Yo, 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 what's up, what's up, what's up? Na 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 na. You know what it is, doing another Casty cast, and I'm going to continue to do some games of Pro Marine from back in the day. And I got 3 games that I'm going to do of his Zerg. So I did 3 games of his Terran. Kind of got to see kind of what his Terran's like, and now you will get to see his Zerg. So I think his Zerg is, I mean, it was unstoppable back then. So, but this is regular Starcraft, so it's a little bit better for a ZVT. ZVP, very tough to win because of the mid build, but that doesn't look like that is going to happen here. So he's playing up against X and Jin. This guy is a beast. He was one of the best back in the day. So we got a ZVP, and yeah, Quang Pro Marine commented. He says he doesn't play anymore, unfortunately, but he was happy to see the memories came back to him of the games and stuff. I'm sure he remembers them all. So my plan. Okay. So choke per usual. And I don't know if he knows he's up against a Protoss yet, but he put the Overlord right here. He's going to see the Probadob right here. And I think Jin accidentally meant to click here, but the probe went down there. So that was pretty fortunate for him. So he's going to be up against a middle Zerg, which is, it's easy to drop. You can drop here, drop here, drop here. And then obviously down here as well. So I'm going to do a little micro action. I do think that GGsz Sin, aka John, is a little bit better than GGsz Jin. So you can get that sunken down. If you guys like my channel, subscribe. And oh, shout out to Sam Lee. Thank you for donating. I appreciate it. Oh, and someone actually said that I'm only gonna do this once, but so Usman's fighting Leon Edwards, and someone said they would donate $20 if Usman loses. I don't know if it's if he loses or he gets knocked out. I have to, for the first 30 seconds of the cast, I have to sing Barbie Girl. So, which you guys don't want to hear. But then if Usman wins, then he'll donate $20. So I agreed to that. So I will be true to that bet. If Usman does get knocked out, this guy's gonna get 2 probes, might get 3 probes. So not the best job here by Jin. And Pro Marine actually plays his Zerg pretty fast for being a Zerg player. He likes to go for this triple, and then he gets the gas. He's got the Overlord in there. And he's going to have 1, 2, 3. And this is a chamber right here. So this is pretty much walled off right now. So he has this walled off. Here's your Zealots. And going to go for the attack. 58 supply. And there's just no way he's going to be able to bust through this. Going to have to retreat. Getting gas right now. I don't see a Cyber. And there's your Cyber. So he's going to see the Cyber down there. And now he's got 4 hatcheries. So he's going to go 4 hatcheries. Might even go 5 hatcheries before he goes gas. Going to go double gas. He's got 4 hatcheries. Looks like another hatchery should be coming down. He's got the minerals for it. And someone asked, do they think that Pro Marine is the same level as Hydra right now. And I would have to say no. Hydra's better right now. But I do know that if Promarine actually kept playing, I think if Promarine played for 4 months straight, him and Hydra would be equal. I mean, he just basically he invented fastest back then. I mean, the strategies back then, he figured out how to get them all to work. He knew exactly what he's doing. I think he must have played low money because he really understands the units. Here's your scout. He really understands trying to make sure you know exactly what your opponent's doing. So he's going for a huge mass here. He's got Hydro Extend, but looks like Jin is going to go with Robos in the middle. So he's going to go for the mass Reavers. And this was a strategy back. This is Starcraft, regular Starcraft. So no Corsairs, but this was a big strategy. Nice attack right here. So we'll see if he can run these guys through. He's got the Zerglings right here to move them up. Yeah, not even going to be close. But the strategy is you get a lot of Robos in the middle, and you get a lot of Reavers, and you just bust through the front. So, and look at all this gas. I mean, Promarine, he's got Hydras on the way. 6 minutes and 30 seconds in. And Jin playing at 170 APM. He is, I mean, he's good, man. So he's no slouch. So just gonna start pumping out the Hydras. He's got a lair. And look at all these cannons right here. So we'll see if a Reaver drop comes. He's got the shuttle. And these Hydras, I think, couldn't get back in. So they are going to go to their death. Supply at 74, 110 for Jin. And he's really good at grabbing his probes for the most part. Here's your Reavers. Going to start pushing. He's got 3 Reavers. Templar Archives on the way. See if he gets speed. Spending his money pretty nicely. Gonna take out that chamber. And yeah, gonna just start pushing. And I think, is there a Spire? Here's your Spire. Might need to get a little bit more gas. 5 extractors. We'll see if that's enough. Jin at 135 supply. A couple more Reavers are going to pop out. Let's see if he's got damage. Let's see if he's upgrading damage. Oh, it's right here. He's getting shuttle speed. And going to build a bunch of more Sunkens. And this is going to be tough. We'll see if maybe some Mutas come out here, take these guys out. Some Zerglings to take up some Scarabs right here. Going to micro those guys back. And that Spire getting close to done. 215 APM. Huge base for Promarine. He's got some Hydras back here. This guy might go down. And gonna keep just making the Sunkens. This is one thing that he was good at, is making Sunkens with the Zerg, buying himself a lot of time. Looks like Mutas are on the way. He's at 119 supply. Here's your Templars right here. There's a lot of cannons. Yeah, slowly busting through here. This is basically maxed out, playing at 200 APM for Jin. Here's your Mutas, though. I'm going to try to take out some of these Reavers. He's going to get 1. He'll probably get 3 at least. 2. Going to pick that Reaver up nicely and drop it. Going to take out another Reaver. 2 more Reavers. Going to get the last Reaver, so he takes out 5 Reavers right there. So, well done. There's a Templar walking in here. No upgrades. And gonna drop 2 Reavers right here. Keep trying to push. And Pro Marine at 147 supply. He's just got a ton of hatcheries right here. No upgrades on the way. Putting some mutas out here. Gonna take out this Dragoon. And these guys are actually gonna go a little bit too far. Some more Dragoons coming in here. And Pro Marine just gonna go for the attack. He's got 147 supply. Nice storm coming down. A lot of Dragoons, but this is a ton of Hydras. Gonna micro these guys back. A couple Reavers popped out. And he's just gonna go for it. Let's see what this looks like. These Hydras are pretty close to each other. If they get hit by a Scarab, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, look at 4 just died right there. He's got the mutas out. Gonna use the mutas to try to take out the Reavers. And is he gonna bust through this with Hydras and mutas? Gonna micro the Reavers right here more. Look at all these Hydras. Let's see what this looks like for Jin. He is in trouble. Storm coming down. Micro and these guys trying to take out the Templars. Nicely done there by Marine. I mean, his Zerg is just so good. He's making this ZVP look easy. Storm coming down. He's got a bunch of Hydras coming. We'll see if he makes some Zerglings maybe. Gonna keep sending these guys in. Shin just doesn't seem like he has enough gateways. Doesn't have time to really storm. Micro and these guys in here. Here comes a nice storm. And I saw a very similar game like this of Marine versus Hash. He just did the exact same thing. Let's just look at the vision. I mean, he gets all this vision with these Overlords. There's your Zerglings. I think this one is over. Rover. One, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10. Making another 10 macro hatcheries. There's another one on the way. Just an absolute beast. Gonna stack attack, but this one's just over. Just pumping all out Hydras right now. 101 upgrades, but yeah. Waiting for Jin to say the GG McGee. Taking out the main. He's gonna try to maybe just go for a drop for the fun of it. Jin, he was a cool guy too. I think he was in Mafia. So, good game right there. 220 APM, 183. I mean, that's faster than I even play right now. So I think this one was a ZVT. So we got Mafia Cheese in the house. Oh, Sin's in here too. So Jin, really, really good with his TVZ. Pro Marine has a really strong ZVT. Can we play both now, right now? This weekend. And again, I will be going live. I'm going to be posting this on Friday during lunchtime. But I will... I mean, there's a lot of GOSU people in here. These are some of the best players to ever do it. But I will be going live Friday at maybe 6 or 7 Central Time. But I'll be posting this at 12, so lunchtime. So here's your 3 barracks. And Jin has a really strong TVZ from what I remember. Pulling this guy up. Scout, he uses the Overlord to scout. And maybe the next cast that I do will be all Protoss of Pro Marine. So you can kind of see all the different... all of his different races. Here's your Zergling. Gonna micro, try to take out a Marine. Micros it back. I mean, these are the things that you see Hydra do. And these games, I think these are like 10 years old. I think this is from like VGT 15 or something like that. Here's your gas. He's got the Overlord. He's gonna save this guy over here. And here comes your Marines. And we'll see. Jin's going to get a super fast factory. Another factory going to be on the way. Going to lose a couple Marines right there. Put a sunken right there. And there's your double gas. And it's tough to beat a Zerg in a corner spot like this. So, is he going to go with speed? So he's getting a lot of Zerglings right now. So he's got... let's see what his vision is. Sees these Marines here. Going to move this up a little bit. He might try to bait these guys. So you lose a couple Marines. Going to cancel. Lost one Marine. Because he's going to, I think, go with speed Zerglings here. Yeah, he's going to go with speed Zerglings. Both players playing at a little over 200 APM. Here's your factory. Double factory. Might go into a starport. And did he get range? Does he have an academy? No, it's on the way. Doing a nice job taking this out. And gonna cancel that, making it into a sunk. But did lose 2 Marines there. And here are all your Zerglings. So, I mean, you rarely see... You rarely saw things like this back in the day. Most people just try to always go Guardians. Guardians, Guardians, Guardians. See if he gets range or stim first. Might get a command center. We'll see. Gonna lift this up. Because he got a tank rolling in. Gonna put the tank right here. Bunch of Marines just chilling. And here comes your attack. From Pro Marine. All these Zerglings. And let's see what this looks like for Jin. He can take all these guys out if he wants to. But he's just going to keep going straight up. And I think he thinks all the Marines are right here. But there's a ton of Marines just chilling right here. So he's going to have to back these guys up. Going to try to take this tank out. And let's get back to the both vision. Going to try to take this. Ooh, these guys are going to go down. Not the best control from Pro Marine right there with his Zerglings. Was a little bit scattered on that attack, but it was a good attempt. Gonna take out this tank though. And he needs to retreat these guys. He's got the lair already and a Queen's Nest on the way. So he's still doing a pretty good job. Here's a couple fire bats. 2 more barracks and probably a command center. Should be coming soon for Jin. Here's your Zerglings gonna come on home. And here comes your attack. Jin might just go straight for the attack right here. And here's a tank. Gonna try to take out this tank real quick. Gonna micro it. And oh, he gets it. But he loses a lot of his Zerglings. So not completely sure if that was worth it. It was close. Hive should be on the way very soon. He's got the Queen's Nest. There's your hive on the way. 2 tanks over here. It's easy to shoot these right here instead of going through the front. So you can shoot right here, shoot right here, shoot right here, shoot right here with these tanks. So with that vision, so he's gonna be able to take this out. He'll be able to take this out. He'll probably be able to take this one out, and he might even be able to take this one out. Nice little spore. Jin gonna send some, or Marine gonna send some Zerglings over here to take out these tanks. Nicely done. He's gonna stop that push right there. Now we got some tanks up here gonna start pushing. Jin's got command center on the way, almost done. Lot of barracks right here. Spending his money extremely well. And looks like he's gonna have to start getting some starports. Engineering bay. Unsieging. 7 minutes and 40 seconds in. Hive should be close to being done. His Guardians are going to be a little bit slower because he did go for the Zerglings. So, and he really didn't do too much damage with that. So, definitely slowed down a lot. Slowly pushing in here, unsieging. I mean, Jin's micro macro is really, really good. $122 supply, 53 supply for Marine. He's got a couple Scourges on the side just for drops and vessels. He's got the Hive. He's got the Greater Spire on the way. Probably going to start pumping out the Mutas. He's already got the Mutas, so he's probably not going to have Guardians until about 10 minutes and I'd say 10 minutes and 10 seconds. He's got to wait for this to finish. Here's your full-on attack. 131 supply. He's just going to go straight for the attack right here. This is a little bit risky from Jin because it's a lot of Sunkens. Look at all these Sunkens. A couple Scourges right here. I think he's using this Overlord right here to kind of just tank a little bit. Unless it was accidental. And he's going to have to stop that attack and go back to his tanks. And let's see. This should be almost done. 9 minutes and 30 seconds. 5 mutas. I'm guessing some more mutas should be spawning. Gotta save up that gas to about 1,000. He's got 7 extractors. Guardians on the way. They started about 9:35. So they'll be done at 10 minutes, I think. Maybe they take 30 seconds to make. Ooh, they take a while to... Oh, no. Yeah, I think they take exactly 30 seconds to make. Yep. So 10-minute Guardians. It's pretty fast still. So, gonna use these Guardians. And this might push Jin back. He's gonna stim these guys up. We'll see if Jin has any rates. Gonna micro these guys. There's no Spore here, so these guys are doing some damage. No upgrades. More Guardians on the way. Here's your Hydralis Den. And we'll see if a Defiler Mound comes down. 2 more hatcheries. A lot of Zerglings. No upgrades getting made. One thing that Pro Marine liked to do was he likes to be safe. He's actually he'll either be extremely safe and he'll just build a bunch of Sunkens right here, or he'll just go straight for the attack. So, and risk it all. So we'll see what he does here. Looks like he might risk it. But this is a huge, look at this, 225 APM. Some rates right here. Look at all of these barracks. Jin. And Jin saying something to Cheese in the, I think Mafia Cheese. Oh, he must be lagging. So here's your attack. Got a couple Scourges for the rates. And here's your rates. So he's going to use these Scourges. Don't want to lose too many of these guys. Here's your Scourges coming in. Going to take out a couple of the rates, but there's still a decent amount. And going to stim these guys up. 1-1 upgrades. And now, that was not the best attack from Pro Marine. See if he's getting any upgrades. Still not getting any upgrades. And he's just going to call the GG. He knows it's over. I mean, yeah, it's over. Jin's maxed out. So, very impressive from Jin. Very, very impressive. So I'm going to do one more game. I think that if Marine wanted to, he didn't have to go for that attack right there. And now we got another ZBT. So we'll see how this one goes. Gonna be in a corner spot. And Jin is gonna be all the way across the map, so that's gonna be unfortunate for him. I'll see if I can find some more replays of XS Sin. Here's your choke. 3 racks. And yeah, someone was saying the build orders seem the exact same, and they are the same for the most part. Here's your Marine, and he is going to die. So now both players know they're up against... Well, Marine knows he's up against a Terran. And Jin knows he's up against a Zerg. So here's your Zergling going to get the scout off. Is he? Sending this guy in. And I'm guessing Jin's going to make some... Oh, he's going to take it out. Is this another... These guys are dancing. Going for it. And I'm guessing factories are going to get made. It's going to be a really quick push from Jin. So let's see if he starts pulling these SCVs. Oh, here's his factory. So he's going to keep him at home. It's a little bit safer to keep him at home. And you want to try to make the Zerg not be able to push out as much with these Sunkens, because then it takes longer to siege and macro and bust through. So here's another hatchery. He's got the gas. We'll be getting the lair probably right now. There it is. 4 minutes in. Here's your academy. Factory. Second factory gonna finish. There's your engineering bay. And pushing out. Looks like he's gonna save these guys. And one thing I noticed about Marine is he's really good at using his larva at all times. Right now he's a little supply stuck, but for the most part he's almost always using his larva, spending his money really nicely. Another hatchery coming down. Gonna try to get another sunken out here. Gonna put a little bit to this side. I'm guessing a tank should be rolling out. There it is. Gonna lift this up, get that vision. We'll see if a command center comes down from Jin so he can maybe get an idea of what he's up against. Lair gonna finish up and gonna get that Queen's Nest, I'm guessing. And looks like he's gonna put a bunch of Sunkens right here. Feeling that he might be getting attacked somewhat soon. Look at, he's almost always using his larva. Queen's Nest. Getting another gas. And here's your scout. So this is game number 3. Gonna build a bunker right here just in case he's a little worried about what happened in that other game. So see how this tank really gets some distance. That is a lot of distance right there. You could have put that tank right here. Tank right here. And let's watch Jin's money as he micros and macros these tanks. So this is what made players really skilled. Here's your hive, should be on the way. There it is. Spire on the way. Evolution chamber. You don't need to get your spire until... Some players will get the spire and the Queen's Nest at the same time, but you don't need to. You can get the Queen's Nest and then you can get the spire a little bit later when your hive's done. Because it takes... Or when your hive's getting morphed, so... Something I learned later. I never played Zerg too much. Gonna have 5, 6 hatcheries. Another gas, 2 gas on the way, 1 gas. And supply at 89. 3 tanks right here, gonna move a little bit closer. This tank's gonna get some shots off. Spore right here. used to deter the engineering bay. Gonna have 6 barracks, and he's gonna have to start making some starports because the mutas are gonna be coming out. He's got 700 gas. Gonna build another hatchery. Wow. And he's gonna have really fast guardians. So these are gonna finish. Look at the timing on this. Very, very close timing. I mean, this guy, Marine, invented. He's gonna make this into a greater spire. I mean, he just paved the way. Some starports are gonna need to get made from Jin very soon. Can't just go all Marines and tanks. And one thing players would do is they wouldn't bring their Marines with their tanks. The game's changed a little bit where now if you play against Buell, he's gonna snipe these out with early mutas. So, and the plate, look at the placement on these Sunkens. It's got the spore. Slowly pushing in here. And here's your command center. Getting an upgrade, getting the other engineering bay. And I don't see, here's your starports. So he's got 3 starports on the way. Gonna be at 130 supply, 8 minutes and 30 seconds in. Really pushing pretty good here, but Marine is doing a nice job. Just continues to buy himself more and more time. I do think that if I was Jin, I would, instead of pushing all the way through like this, I would take these 3 tanks, move them right here, start pushing right here, and then get all my men and try to just go for the attack backdoor like that. So that would be my strategy. Still a lot of mutas right here, so we'll see what he does. Gonna use the mutas, take out some of these tanks. There goes 1 tank, and I don't know if, yeah, see how he's just trying to bulldoze right through the front right here. Guardians on the way, so they'll be done at about 9:20, 9:15. Slowly busting through here. He wants to try to bust through before the Guardians finish. He's got about 10 seconds. Stimming, getting a little bit closer. A lot of mutas right here. And gonna stim, try to take out these guys right here. And Guardians are gonna spawn. Wow, this is a good game. Taking out some of the drones right here, but Guardians spawned at about 9:15. Extremely fast Guardians with so many hatcheries. But Jin has a really, really good TVZs all the way across the map. Really kicked it in high gear right there with pumping those Marines, getting a good supply. He's got a command center. He's got upgrade on probably attack. Should be almost done. It's getting there. And he's going to have to go retreat. And we'll see if Marine is aggressive or if he plays this defensive. Looks like he's going to play defensive. So probably will get a Defiler mound. Let's see if any upgrades are getting made. No upgrades at all. Marine, just anti-upgrades. Here's a couple of rates. Gonna look for some overlords. See if he's got cloak. Might have cloak. Gonna take out that overlord. Speed for Marine. And he's just gonna make a bunch of Sunkens. I'm gonna go hunting for overlords. Look at all of these mutas. And yeah, this is how you defend against. You can really hold a very long time against a Terran by just getting a bunch of spore colonies and guardians, because the rates get absolutely smoked. A lot of players didn't go for Goliaths that much, and there's not Goliath range, which makes it so much easier against guardians. Here's your rates, 8 of them. Let's see what he's seeing right now. He might scan. He doesn't have Does not have a comsat. He's going to go for the attack. Basically, almost maxed out. So it's a pretty big attack from him. But Marine's pretty maxed out as well. One upgrade. That other upgrade should be close. Yeah, just going to finish up. Going to be 1-1. Going to stim cloak these guys. And there's no overlord, so he's taking out a decent amount of these guardians. Doing a nice job. But the Hydras... Yeah. I mean, just look at... Just guardians just smoke. Here's your overlords. Going to come with the guardians. These guys are cloaked up, but obviously the overlords see them. Now Jin needs to just mass up. Playing at 230 APM. And going to micro these guys back. He has a ton of mutas on the way, so he's going to probably go mutas and guardians. It looks like. Using all of his gas. Using this back hatchery. I mean, he's just using everything. Let's just look at the base of Jin. He's going to have... He's probably pumping out vessels. Yeah, he's getting the vessels right now. Some rates. Getting that armory. And just a ton of guardians right here. And he's 170 supply. Let's see if he's getting an upgrade now. Yeah, finally. Gonna get carapace upgrade as well. Gonna build some hatcheries right here. And Marine was one of those players that he did not care about where he put his buildings. There's your defiler mound. And I feel like Marine could have did this in the last game if he wanted to, but he went for that attack, and that really opened him up. So he's maxed out. He's got a ton of hatcheries, and he's going to start going for the attack. Let's see how many tanks. This is just a lot of Marines right here, and these guys are going to get single file, just absolutely going to get smoked. Let's just watch these guys get smoked. Going to stim up on the ramp. Watch the supply of Jin just... He's doing a pretty good job trying to keep it up, but it will go down really quickly. It'll probably go down to 140. Absolutely smoking these guys. Here's your irradiates coming down. 143, yeah. And maxed out basically. Pumping like crazy. He's got the Hydras. Got the carapace upgrade. Gonna have to seize these tanks up. He's got a decent amount of vessels. And here comes your attack. And here's all your guardians maxed out. See if he makes a defiler. Tanks are sieged up. No upgrades, but he's got 1, 2. Here's your raids, but the overlords. I mean, look at how quickly they just died to the Hydras. These guys have no chance against the Guardians. I think this would be Pro Marines victory right here. Pro Marine was one of the few people that he could beat some of the best players. Opposite matchup. Bad matchups like ZVP, TVP, ZVP, TVP, ZVT. And then obviously, I don't think he would ever lose with his Protoss. So that's going to be game for sure, making these into Guardians. Just look at this base. Quang, if you're out there, if you got some more replays, I don't know if you got any, send them to me. Shoot me a message of some other players that you played against. So I would love to do some more replays of you. I honestly think you're a beast. I'm going to try to find some replays of Jin and also Sin, Excess Sin. who is a beast. So, gonna do those 3 games. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Let me know what you think of Pro Marine, and you guys want to see more of him. So, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.